Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, and today we're getting into another Psionic Storm holdout mission. We're bringing in a pretty good squad for it. We've got a Templar and an Assault for melee damage. We've got a Combat Engineer and 3 separate Sappers for laying down defensive mines on top of incoming reinforcement pods. We've also got a Marksman. I'm sure they'll do something relevant, same with the Marine. But the big story here is defensive mines and melee weapons. Before I get into this mission though, I want to talk about a quick change I've made with my mods. Coming over to experimental ammo, previously I was wondering why AP rounds weren't here, and if AP rounds were buildable, because they are now, I can just build AP rounds. If that's the case, then why can't I build Sabo rounds? The answer is obviously a mod problem. Spark Arsenal added some new stuff that's not included in Workshop Overhaul because they're separate mods. I've installed a bridge mod to fix that. So now when next time I build some bow rounds, they'll be buildable here, and they will go away from the Proving Ground just like the AP rounds did. Another thing I've changed, I've realized that the last Terror mission was solved even for just a better campaign plus. With no additional mods, it should probably have been harder than that. Like, that's, in my eyes, the extreme low end of what a Terror mission could ever be if you're running a better Advent with a better campaign plus. So what I've done is I've resubscribed to a better Advent and a better campaign plus, which will load them at the end of my mod order. So if something was overriding them somehow, now that shouldn't be happening. I've really got no idea why that Terror mission was so soft, and this is the best shot I've got at fixing it in my eyes. I've also turned up Master Volume by 1 and Music Volume by 1, because neither of them were quite as loud as I would have liked previously in the series. And real quick, a little bit of housekeeping. I've realized that when this workshop finishes, I'm going to staff both of my engineers in here, and I'm going to be able to excavate this with those engineers over time. So excavating this now doesn't really do anything. It's going to eventually be wasted workshop time, I think. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to move this engineer who's cleaning debris right now over to the Proving Ground and start using my Illyrium cores faster. With all of that done, let's go play Operation Fury Savior. Thankfully it's only moderate, there shouldn't be that many pods. Templar affiliated operative, Psionic Storm. Let's go see how bad it really is. I probably should have checked how likely the Hunter was to show up, but I was just assuming he was there without even reading the UI.
The elders.
Okay, so we start off in Vision. Are we just revealed at the start? One second. That Templar looks like he might have been in vision of that priest pod. We might get instantly revealed, which happens sometimes. Okay. We're not instantly revealed. But, the game's a little bit confused about this, because it's not showing any radius for these guys. I am in the open in vision of them. I think the moment that I move, the game is going to tell me I'm revealed. And I don't one-shot right here. Is anything else in vision immediately? What is this pod? It's got 3 Advent Priests, a Striker. F1ing these enemies, we've got the Advent Priest. They've only got Stasis and Holy Warrior at this point. They also have Sustain, so they'll go to 1 health and stasis themselves once we kill them, which will be really obnoxious. Honestly, this is not too threatening. Advent Priests are fine. It's Sectoids I'm worried about. They do have a lot of health, but it's not a big deal. And with the Striker, it's just a high mobility shotgun unit. It's not particularly interesting, no unique abilities, it's just a stun lancer without the lance, really. Now, I'm going to move somebody, and I might immediately end up in combat when I move them.
Done.
This says that I'm not triggering, but okay. And this also says that I wouldn't trigger unless I moved like to very specific tiles, and then I'll trigger here. Like if I move... Oh, it's not even consistent. The game's really confused about Magister. I might just move everyone up in Overwatch and then end the turn on Magister without Overwatching, because I think even Overwatching might pull on Magister. This is just like very glitched out because he spawned in vision of these guys and now it won't even acknowledge they have detection radius for him. If I grab somebody else, he is in their detection radius. Any movement of any kind should trigger them.
Orders confirmed.
I can get Lead Coffin over here. If I'd been thinking at the time, I think Slasher Hawk and Lead Coffin have high affinity. I don't quite know if they can be bonded, but that is a bond pair I plan to have. I really should have it on this mission. That's a good opening grenade, though. If I launch this grenade, they're probably going to try to pile onto the cover down here. No, because it's flanked. But, like, come on. How do I say no to that? Kills their best cover. Deals a lot of damage. I've got 4 of the bad boys. Let's throw the grenade. It seems better than having an Overwatch ambush that might just result in Magister being shot to death because he's going to be found flanked. Now let's see where they scatter to.
I found it.
All right, backwards is not what I wanted to see because we're just far, far away. But I think we can still get decent work done on this. Where's this rocket go? You know, 3.3 tiles of scatter, but unless it goes straight towards us, it's still killing something. I'd probably just do this because I don't have anything better to be doing. I could have saved it because I have a shotgun ship, but that was pretty damn good. I'm not going to complain. Results-oriented, it was obviously the correct choice. I think it was almost guaranteed to kill one of these guys, especially the priest, since it's almost guaranteed to blow up the truck. Now, all the enemies are hella far away, making my Templar and Assault kind of irrelevant this turn. However, the other Templar can absolutely do things. He can kill one of these priests from full cover. I think I'd rather kill the priest from over here and then slide down to this full cover. Just get out of the way. It seems easier to flank from down here. Well, he's alive, but I'll shotgun ship him with someone. Oh, right, stasis. That's why he's alive. Anyway, get Magister out of there, and let's figure out who's going next. Not like the engagement I really wanted to have, but... I mean, I spawned in vision of them. I don't want my new Templar to die instantly. I know he's not staying with us, but still... Oh, did that pull? I think civilians are just running. Surely there's nothing back here, right? Yeah. I was like, why would enemies be behind us relative to the objective? That's insane. Just civilians getting scared and terrifying me in turn. We've got a priest and a striker ready to shoot at us. The striker uses a shotgun, so as long as I'm not running towards him, it should be fine. The priest doesn't even hit very hard, so half cover is quote-unquote safe for this turn. I'm just going to move Blazing Bull down to here, scaring the civilians again, terrifying me again. Every time I try to tap up a moving soldier and it doesn't work, I get horrified.
I see the path.
If he were braced, he'd be able to shoot somebody, but he's not. Where is evac and where is my target? There's my target, and I don't have evac yet because that's not how the mission works. There's no turn timer, so I just want to get this man on high ground then because we have all the time in the world. I can't do that this turn, so instead I'm going to move this full cover all the way in the back and brace so that I can contribute next turn if I have to. And Revolver Ocelot, just move up like everyone else. Let's see what they can do. At worst, I'm expecting like 2 chip shots for 3 each. Oh, they get to act after stasis. That hardly seems fair. I don't like that at all. Makes them a lot more obnoxious to deal with then. But it'll be fine. 40%. Higher than I would like it to be. It means if they focus fired one guy, there'd be like a pretty small chance, but a chance nonetheless to kill him. Okay, 18% on the shotgun. We were probably just fine no matter what. Oh yeah, there's resistance somewhere. I forgot about them. I got so distracted by spawning in the vision of these guys, I just didn't know what to do. Oh, there's a pod right here running towards all of our explosions. That's really good to know. Thank you, Resist. Oh, you activated them. Resistance, I'm no longer appreciative. That's 2 sectoids and 3 priests and a purifier. What the hell is that? That's so much health. And we've been deploying backwards on this, so it's not like we can do anything here. I'm gonna need the resistance to actually help us with this one. I don't think they're going to, though. Come on, guys. If you could land, like, at least 1 shot, I'd feel better about it. Okay, you did something. I mean, it wasn't much, but you did something. I appreciate it. I don't know why they're just staying where they are, taking high cover shots against the Purifier when they have half cover targets all over the shop. If I leave my sniper where he is, he really can't be flanked because this will block line of sight from any flank targets. The issue, however, is that my best shot's a 54 that never kills. So I do think I'll be running my sniper up here. It doesn't do much, but it gets him in a much better place to contribute next turn. Now down here we have a priest dead to chip guaranteed. What I want to start doing is moving left and taking shots here, which means I need this guy dead, which I literally can't do because of stasis. Stasis is guaranteed, right? It looks like sustain is guaranteed. I don't know if it actually is, but I have no reason by its wording to not think it is. I just feel like the last time I saw a priest, I killed them and it didn't matter. If this priest didn't have stasis, I could move here and make good moves. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. I think I have to leave some people open to a flank by this priest. I just have to accept that for this part of the turn. I can take out his cover. And I don't want to take out extra cover. I kind of need the cover down here. Yeah, we're just taking this grenade. My understanding is that stasis is always going to go off and he's going to stay alive no matter what the damage is. Hopefully it does attempt to kill and trigger stasis though. Nope, failed the coin flip. We'll have to commit a shotgun blast too. That's honestly fine.
Good to go.
I want everyone moving this way and pulling back. It's very, very awkward, but I don't know what else to do against that other pod. Oh! So stasis isn't guaranteed. It's either limit to one Advent Priest does it per mission, because it did say limit once, or it's just a chance and it's worded in a way that doesn't convey that very well. Regardless of which it is, Revolver Ocelot's best position is to move here. And I can take this shot to guarantee the chip on the priest. Now, the Striker can definitely move to this flank position, right? He is very mobile. He can move to a lot of flank positions. I would really like to deal with this Striker this turn, because he can get really good flanks on anything in this front row, and I kind of want to be in this position. I'm going to go in this position no matter what. It's just where I need to be, but like 34% to hit here. I guess I've got a flamethrower and I may as well use it. Cleaning up a flank is really high value. This has a very high chance of killing at 3 to 6 with a chance of burn. This seems like the thing to do. Alright, we still got the kill even though we low rolled thanks to burning. My Marine would like to be in full cover nearer to the enemies, but like what are you gonna do? It's not happening. My Templar would definitely like to be moving towards the enemies as well. There are a couple of sectoids, but we should have flashbangs on somebody. It's only Revolver Ocelot, right? Yeah, he has one. I know my sniper has one. He's not going to be in range for it during the first part of this mission, though. Blazing Bull has another one as well. That's who has the last one. I might move my Marine to here, because they can't get a flank on that position, can they? Yeah, he's a few tiles short of taking the flank here. I think I need to move my Marine up to here. It could make him a focus point for enemy fire, though. He's probably just going to tank a stasis here, let's be honest. I moved my Templar to the other side of the same cover for the same reasons. Actually, there's a sectoid up top who could take a flank position on the building, yeah. Do I just blue move here and be sad about it, overwatch and pretend it matters to try to dissuade enemy movement? I could take half cover instead. Half cover and vision of that many high ground targets, though? I'm reasonably confident if I make this move with Slasher Hall, he does get flanked. And with only 8 health and this many enemies up, it's not safe to be flanked. I appear to be 1 tile short of this, not that it would be safe anyway, I guess. I'm going to take this full cover, I guess. It feels horribly inefficient to yellow move by 1 tile, but it's not like the pistol overwatch does anything. I think on Lead Coffin, I'm going to hunker on this half cover. That feels like the right thing to do to me. I just need to keep moving towards them, and not being hunkered here is way too dangerous because we're out of actions. So let's see what they've got. There's going to be a lot of stasis going down. There's going to be probably 2 sectoid psionic attacks. This is fine. This is not a problem. Psi-Tox here is fine. Mind Control is worst case because now I have to kill him or flashbang him.
Kill! I'm flanked!
Purifier throwing grenades, and oh my god, the entire resistance just died in 1 action, I think. I think that burning is going to finish off all of them. Just like predicted, my Marine is just tanking a stasis here. Neither of the guys who've been affected so far had the flashbang, so that's good news at least. Yeah, the resistance isn't doing well out there. Amanda was a dead woman walking, so it's fine that she got shot. There goes the burning damage, dear lord.
Down
That Purifier is a mass murderer. We need to stop that man. What's left of the Resistance isn't going to be doing a lot, I don't think. No, they dealt some chip damage to a sectoid. I can appreciate that. And they're still fighting. I would run if I were them. I really appreciate that part. Alright, so I can have both my Templars rend this sectoid to bring him down, I think. Oh, you're so far back, though. Maybe you can't. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The furthest forward this guy can move is here. If all he has this turn is a grenade to that sectoid, I'll take it. Do I want to keep this half cover alive? Well, if I do, I'm fresh out of luck. I want this Templar to help more than anything else. It gives Slasher Hawk the guaranteed kill, and Slasher Hawk can then sort this mind control without actually using a flashbang. No, not Lead Coffin, the other guys. Where do I want to move after this? I can obviously just move here-ish and half cover. Ideally, I would be able to reach here, but I can't imagine that's the case. If I'm just taking half cover, though, then they're all more or less the same. I might be able to get to the wall, and if I can, it's where I want to be. Good news. This is why we keep bringing our Templars to Psionic Storm missions instead of to the Terror missions that we know they'd excel at. Alright, I actually can get to this position. That's really good for me. I do have vision of everyone inside the building, and some of them might be shooting at half cover, but still, I just need to be here. Oh, there's an Overwatch back here. That's lucky of him. I honestly just did not remember him overwatching at all. I must have been talking about something. There's still one priest on the roof. We might be able to get a kill there with a grenade. We're sort of out of the way here. We're never contributing this round, so we're just going to move forward and brace. By now, that's still not helping too much, but we're really trying to get him in a position to help us. Napalm Blizzard is not able to move forward very well, but he can move up all the way to the building, which is almost certainly what I'm going to be doing on him, taking this position. Running gun on my assault gets me to this half cover, and I don't like being on half cover, but in this situation, I think there's only one sectoid on the roof once we knock this man down, and the point of this running gun is to finish him off after the grenade knocks him down. The real question is, can I get, for instance, Revolver Ocelot to take the grenade and let Lead Coffin keep moving forward? I don't think we can, though. It's really far away. We can knock out the other priest, though. Take out his cover, deal some damage to him, see if it gets us anywhere. For now, though, Lead Coffin has to move up. Lead Coffin has to take the shot. And the ladder up to the top level is here, so I don't want to destroy that. I want my grenade centered over here on the left. Alright, Lead Coffin, let's see some solid damage. If you somehow deal 7, hot damn, he actually did it. Now we can guarantee a finishing attack. Napalm Blizzard is just running forward here. It's always what he's doing. He may have pulled another Overwatch. I guess I made a civilian move or something because I couldn't tab out of that. I think this is going to be my run and gun every time. Blazing Bull just needs to catch up. Revolver Ocelot actually has the 32 here. But if I do that, I can't run and gun the other one. I'm going to be run and gunning here. That's just what I need to do. If there's somebody on the roof, I can take them out with a grenade and then kill them with good odds at ground level when they're flanked. Doing this gives me a 65% to kill. Which means that Revolver Ocelot can take this grenade, take a 65% on him if I have someone else to take the shot. And unfortunately, I don't. It's not happening this turn. I'm a little bit afraid of taking this move for fear of pulling Fog of War. I'm going to take this grenade instead. I really don't want to move forward. Overwatching with a shotgun is not going to do anything. So we may as well destroy some cover they're using, put them in risk of dying to something. 71 to kill a 4 or 100% to kill a 1. Like, the green is real, but I know the correct shot. I'm never shooting the priest on the right, even though I have decent odds of killing him. Alright, let's see where they go. Let's see what they do. My Marine is back. He might just get stasis again immediately, though. The Purifier is going to run around. He's too far away to do anything to me. That might not be true for the Resistance, though. That man needs to be stopped. Abbot Priest taking a shot. We're getting lucky and not getting a wound there, but at the same time, it was never a risk of death. Here we're taking another stasis. I think it's going on Blizzard. No, it's going on Colossus again. I don't know why they target him so much. Okay, it's going on Lead Coffin. Colossus's name was highlighted, but I guess it wasn't him. That was weird. Resistance might finally deal some damage to the Purifier, but I still don't think they have any chance of really surviving this. They almost killed the guy. They might get vengeance before they all die. So I have a guaranteed kill here on Slasher Hawk. I'm absolutely taking it. No one else is in a good position to deal with this, and we need to know if he's going to be alive. It seems like sustain is once per mission, and not all of the priests get to do it, which is good, because otherwise this mission would be absolutely infuriating.
Roger that.
Napalm Blizzard can take the flank shot here. Someone else will have a flank shot on that Purifier in the back, probably. This is 100% we're taking it. There's still a sectoid on the roof. He's kind of easy to forget about because he's not doing anything. And my assault can, he can't really get on the roof. I can get here, which should be safe with my assault. I could also just, like, come inside the building and take shots at the Purifier, though. Which seems solid.
Solid copy.
Because the Purifier does need to die. We're getting in range that he might actually be able to hit us and light us on fire. And I'd rather that not happen. 2 shotguns guarantees a kill. Or 1 shotgun can just roll high. I'll move Blazing Bull over to this ladder to get him moving to the top so my sniper has eyes on the sectoid if he's still up there. Looks like the Hunter didn't show up after all, which is good for us. Move Revolver Ocelot forward. Move Magister forward. I guess to here.
So it is decided.
My Marine hasn't really been participating. I'm going to move up to this half cover and hunker. And that just leaves my Sniper and my Templar with Momentum. I have no idea where that sectoid is. I'm going to move back to here. I could get flanked from... There's no cover left down here. Yeah, so this should be safe then. Which just leaves my Sniper. It's going to make me wait a turn or two to actually start the ambush down here. If I keep him over here. But there's no timer, so that doesn't really matter. I guess I just Overwatch then. I mean, I'm concealed, so he won't even shoot. And wherever the sectoid is, I don't need my Sniper to help with him. So I'll run my Sniper forward to full cover. He's just actually not doing anything back here, and he's never going to. Like, we're at the point where line of sight's beginning to not work from his position. He got there easily a turn too late, which is, you know, what happens when you start off ambushed. Having concealment in this mission was a bloody lie. Okay, so there's the sectoid. We know where he's at now.
I can hear something.
And we have another pod forward and left, either in the building or across from it. I just forgot to grab that loot. Oh well. I think first I'll move Blazing Bull to here and see what he sees. He's only got 1 grenade left, so I'd rather use a grenade on somebody else. You know, I think my Templar still has 2. And I know where that sectoid is, so if I stand a little bit back from the wall, I should be able to get it over the top and to his location. He was on a piece of full cover. There's only 1 tile that could be. Drop him. Oh no! His Overwatch was cancelled. I can move Revolver Ocelot to this full cover, take a shotgun shot. Might kill, might not, but we'll get there eventually. Oh, he's at 1 health. Well, that sort of narrows down the options then.
You know, that was good.
The music changed, but having heard noise a second ago, I think it's just because we're not actively in combat right now. Based on having heard the sound from this direction, I don't think I can ever pull by moving forward to here on this high cover.
I can cover it.
And we're just going to be sprinting everyone into the building so that they can be involved with the next fight, whatever that is. This should also be safe by the same merits. I was wrong. Or a civilian is running. A civilian's running. I can hear him on the ladder. Going to go here. There could be another pod even further back. I think this is only moderate. I've heard 3 pods. I feel safe. My Sniper's going to keep pushing forward as best he can. My Assault needs to be getting in the room, but I mean, not really a great place for him, so I'll just Overwatch pretty far back.
Overwatching.
Gonna move Blazing Bull back to here and Overwatch. Oh, he's already moved once. Well, Slasher Hawk is still very much in the open, not really preventing anything here. the resistance is taking their action, they also don't see the enemy. They are... Alright, I can see... that scared me. I can see this. I know they're not here. They're outside the building around here. It's an advent pod, but I mean, with Priest on the map, advent pod doesn't really mean anything. Full move Magister forward to here. Pick up the loot. Gonna place him here on this corner, move Slasher Hawk to hang out with him in the same spot. Blind Alpha can't quite make the rooftop this turn. I'm gonna move him to this corner. We know the rest of the roof is gonna be safe from that. I'm gonna move my Marine to the full cover. Scared a civilian again, which scared me in turn every time. Out my Assault up top on the middle of the roof. My Sapper, I guess Lead Coffin may as well be in a similar spot, but there's not really a great place to put him when I'm afraid of pulling right now. Gonna be piling everyone else onto the roof that I can, though. Apparently that wasn't Lead Coffin, that was someone else. Oh well. We're just getting as far onto the roof as we can. It's obviously the position that we want to take. Alright. They're still... They might have moved a little bit. I think we've just moved relative to them. It sounds like they're still slowly patrolling. They must have originally been really far away and not heard any of this. You don't see them, you hear them. It's different. Yeah, confirmed, not in this room. Let's move my Grenadier up, or my Sapper rather. This didn't get eyes, that's great for us. I can move my Sniper to a similar position. Really, I can move everyone to a similar position. Move a couple of people to the high cover over here, or have the cursor freak out a bit because someone walked under it at the exact same time. You know, potato, potato.
Moving to designated position.
I can't really move here safely, I don't think, because we get more line of sight out. So from here, I'm just going to overwatch everyone and call it a day.
I'm on it.
Next turn, we can take some more moves and figure out exactly where the enemy's at. We didn't hear them this time, so presumably they're still in the same place. Gonna move my Marine up to this corner cover. And we're just creeping towards them painfully slowly, so I'll cut to next time something happens.
Got it. Contact.
Oh, well, they were further back than I thought, and next time was immediately. One of them didn't even feel like actually deploying. Also, what? It's just 2 troopers? So, I mentioned at the start of the video that I reinstalled a better admin and a better campaign plus in the hopes that it might cause these 2 trooper pods to cease to exist. Good news, this doesn't mean that that didn't work. Any mission that was already generated is going to have the same exact troop pods on it that it previously would have had before that change. Only new missions won't work like that. So anything that's currently infiltrating or on the map in any way is going to be generated with the old stuff. So, we'll find out on our next assault, basically, whether or not my changes had an effect. So no one else sees any of this, right? My Sniper could, maybe? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna overwatch everyone far enough back on the roof that I don't see them. Right? Like, that's just a guarantee that they die with us using no resources, I feel like. Because we have so many people that we can just put on the roof in safety. This should be safe for Magister, which means I probably should have given the position to Slasher Hawk. My Assault can move, though. I'll move my Assault over to this corner, that way my Sniper can have the corner next to him. I guess I should have done... I obviously should have done that the other way around, though.
Got my eyes on. Get some.
Somebody has vision of this trooper, which is not ideal. Probably my Assault. Really should have checked his eyes before I started overwatching everyone.
Scanning.
Well, I might take a completely pointless wound on my Assault, but that's really just the story of the campaign at this point.
I can do that.
We'll move our Templar up, take our last overwatch on Lead Coffin, and see what they do. Probably move this way and shoot my Assault, because I've given them that option.
Covering now.
And this way and shoot my Sniper, because they'll also have eyes there, now that I think about it. Really should not still be up here on the very, very top. They broke line of sight and haven't moved since.
Aye, aye.
So I'm gonna move my Assault down so that he can't be seen. I'm gonna move further back to this position so that we have more people piling into these half covers facing the direction they're coming from.
Moving.
My Sniper can move down,
Designated coordinates.
move forward on Magister, probably move somewhere else on Lead Coffin. this second piece of high cover, or half cover rather. Same story here. Slasher Hulk also needs to move down. And now we're all in half cover facing them, and every single one of us is going to overwatch, and it's going to go fine, right? Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Moving to overwatch.
So, actually come up here, please. Somebody has made a mistake and done exactly what I wanted.
Damage.
Even if we all miss, the shotguns will eventually ship him out. They must have both been coming up here because we kept shooting after he was dead. Or maybe it just animated in an order different to what was actually happening. Not sure either way, to be honest. The other one's down too, that's good news. Nice shot with the auto pistol from Magister, I think. That was the easy part of the mission. When we pick up this civilian, 2 reinforcement pods will drop immediately, and then for the next 2 turns, a reinforcement pod's going to drop every turn, and then we're allowed to evac on the 4th turn, which will still have reinforcements dropping. Now, I think what we want to do is spread out the people with the proximity mines to, like, here-ish on both sides, and middle top, maybe. That way, no matter where it comes down, we can get 1 proximity mine under it. And then everyone else we want roughly centered on the top so they can run somewhere immediately. If it drops far away from us, there's not really much map edge over here, but it can still drop there. There's not a lot we can do. This is one of the times where we really want it to drop on top of us. Alright, we're gonna spend a turn reloading, positioning a little bit more finely than this. Somebody has to actually rescue the operative, I've just realized. It's going to be Magister because you can't actually, you know, use Ren to overwatch. So they'll be useless on the first turn anyway. No matter where I place these people exactly, there are going to be holes in my defensive mine positioning. For instance, if they drop right on top of us right now, we actually cannot get a defensive mine there. I pulled Napalm Blizzard back up to the middle so that he can get defensive mines here. This part can be left out, unfortunately. We've got a couple of holes on the top stories with us where they might be able to land without a defensive mine. If they're patrolling all the way down here, there's really nothing we can do about it, but I think this is our best setup. So, let's end the turn, pull, and see where this drop pod is coming in. Because we really don't know what to expect until we pick up this scientist. Awesome, they're right next to us. Double stacked on us, we might actually be able to get 2 defensive mines on this and just handle it.
VIP identity confirmed. Firebrand is setting up for.
Oh, they're not stacked perfectly, damn.
Contacts closing on your position. It's an ambush. Hold your ground.
Revolver Ocelot can get right next to it. He can't quite get the defensive mine perfectly on top, but as long as we can handle these first reinforcement pods even slightly efficiently, then we're going to be in a great spot to handle the next ones, which are going to be much smaller. Magister is going to struggle to get anywhere this turn. I guess I'm just going to run him to the door. That's all he can do. Not a great spot for him, but oh well. My Marine's just going to overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I honestly don't know that my sniper can do anything. I'm going to move down here and overwatch to unconceal him. But first, let's see where our defensive mines are ending up. We want to center it perfectly here. So I'm going to drop here, I guess, on Napalm Blizzard. Toss the defensive mine over onto this drop. I hope this doesn't... This might actually be more dangerous than I was giving it credit for, because these landmines could theoretically blow up the floor under us even though we're only adjacent to it. And that's a risk several people have right now. Anyways, I'm going to move Blind Alpha up and pistol overwatch so that he'll unconceal and actually do something for the first time this mission. With Filthy Colossus, I'm going to take this high ground position to shoot them. Mainly I'm doing this because it leaves someone further to the left in case they drop on the other side, and it's got no chance of falling, unlike all the further blue moves.
Eyes peeled.
Blazing Bull's going to move up in Overwatch. He's not going to be moving in any closer than that in case they drop further back than I'm expecting them to. Slash Rock is just going to move to this side in Overwatch. Don't want to be any closer because, again, I'm just afraid that these mines are going to drop us, and I'm going to realize this plan is not as great as I thought it was. There is no way to contribute this turn on that coffin. I'm just going to move him up top. And that's it. Let's see these pods. Let's see the defensive mines. Let's hope that this strategy pays off. I didn't realize that I should be standing a tile back from where I'm throwing them, and I'm really regretting how I positioned this. Is that just 2 troopers? Because if so, I'm feeling kinda sorry. Alright, yeah, this is the same as last time, where we're getting kinda small baby pods on the first 2 drops. Which is weird, because in the mod testing before I lowered the configs for this, I was always getting full drops on the first 2 pods for the first 2 turns.
They've got eyes on me.
Anyway, they're all dead. Unfortunately, we're shooting before the explosive, so the officer might actually get to take an action. The officer's not getting to take an action, folks.
How about that?
Alright, I don't think any of our guys fell. I think that was only killing the troopers. I think we're fine. No, we damn near killed Magister. Magister might have been standing in the explosive based on how much health he's lost. So big whoops there. It's going to be centered here, meaning the rooftop probably isn't safe. I need to throw it 1 tile away from me, so I need to stand here
Here I come.
with lead coffin. Unlike the last pod, this one is not going to be small. Last time we had... I just miscalculated where this was. It's fine. No one blew out their own feet last round. Surely it's not going to happen this round either. My assault is going to move up to here for a high ground shot.
Overwatching.
My Marine should have eyes on something from here, I would think. But they definitely will from here.
Got it covered.
Slasher Hawk is going to move this way in Overwatch in case they patrol off the side of the building and I need to be closer to slash at them. On Napalm Blizzard, this is the corner of the explosion, so I want to be... my cursor's freaking out a little bit. This is good enough. Not going to fight the cursor too much on this. Overwatch there. Magister didn't fall. He just took the damage from the mine because he was directly under it. Whoops. Also, cool news that we just found out. Mines hit people beneath them. There is actually no way up from here. I'm just going to Overwatch from down here in case they fall through the floor but live. Oh, apparently that was a dash, and then I overwatched my sniper immediately in the open instead. I'll live. I'm not happy about it, but I'll live. Since they're moving this way from the start, and usually all the reinforcement pods are close to each other, I'll be sprinting my last sapper forward. Here seems fine. Revolver Ocelot needs to move up and shoot his shotgun on Overwatch like everyone else. And I guess my scientist can be over here cowering. I forgot you existed, even though you're the whole reason I'm here. We got 4 sectoids. Playing the hits, I see. Due to the defensive mine, I think we're going to be just fine.
Failed to connect.
These Overwatch are a little bit weak. I can't tell what's happening anymore. It's censored. They're getting dropped is what's happening. Alright, we killed one and seriously wounded the rest of them. And then the game hung pretty hard, so, you know, editing. They're scattering in ways that would be awkward if there weren't quite so many holes in the floor. Don't you steal my kill resistance, member. Alright, thank you. That's actually helpful, because now I can guarantee the kill with the shotgun chip. Well, I just played myself. They are not deploying near the previous one. Going to move my Marine to full cover here in Overwatch. Going to move my Assault similarly. We need some people on this pod.
Copy that.
And I'm not quite sure if anyone else is really in range to do anything, unfortunately. I can throw it 1 tile away from me. Does that mean that Revolver Ocelot, he's out of them anyway, so it doesn't even matter? Damn. I'm gonna move my scientists up top to a more or less random location because they need to be near all my other soldiers anyway. We do at some point have to actually deal with these enemies. We've got 3 shotguns to chip them as long as we end our turn in line of sight. So I'm just gonna move my sniper up and Overwatch on him as well. Magister really can't participate very much, but I also don't want to give him experience, which is the sad part. If evac drops on top of this building, it'll probably get canceled instantly because of all the holes in the grounds. I'm not really sure where to expect evac to drop. If I move here, I have line of sight on one of them. That's all that matters. So I'm going to start moving Lead Coffin back towards the rest of them. Take whatever shot it is he has available. Goodbye to that sectoid. And we're going to be doing the same thing with the rest of our shotguns. And I've just realized that these last two sectoids aren't at 1 health, and I don't know why I've been thinking I could guarantee chip kill them. Magister is going to be taking the kill on this one over here then, because no one else is really in a position to do it. This has been going really smoothly so far, except for accidentally dropping a mine on top of my Templar. I'm going to move back this way, because there's actually ladders on the other side of the building, and it's where the pod is dropping. And Slasher Hawk sucks at overwatching anyway, so I may as well slash the sectoid on him as well. Even though I was planning on chip kills that were possible, we also just had 2 Templars in reserve, so it didn't really matter. Let's keep him moving forward. Get everyone else as close as we can on an overwatch. I'm worried if I'm up here, I won't have good line of sight down, so I'm just going to go on the right side here. Same deal exactly on this character. Same deal exactly on Revolver Ocelot. And we're going to overwatch a bunch of shotguns back here and take our chip damage and be happy with it. Let's see this last pod, and more importantly, the evac location. This is so much nicer than the last one. This is not even threatening to me. Also, he's already down. Jesus. Very good Overwatch shotguns.
Did you see that one? I can see them flanking.
The Resistance tried to stay involved, but honestly, this fight's basically over. All that's left here is to find out where the evac is and get out of here. Right, that's more troops coming in. We don't care about that one.
In position for the extraction. Get out of there before things get any worse.
Okay, it's over here. It's not destroyed, so we actually have to get to it. Which means we're going to be fighting the next wave of reinforcements as well. There is a working ladder to it, it looks like. So this trooper is kind of awkward for us. We don't have a good answer to him other than telling Magister to maybe go die. But honestly, that's fine. We're going to tell Magister to maybe go die. Slasher Hawk can deal with the other one. Everyone else can overwatch and move towards the actual objective. And thanks to momentum, Magister might actually still get out of here. Oh, I didn't want to drop him off the edge. I didn't realize there was a ladder going up here. I could have obviously moved him somewhere better than this then. My Marine is already in range of the next drop, so they can reload and stay right there they are. Slasher Hawk kills the other Demolitionist from over here. And then he'll run up top. Let's get him here. We still have a defensive mine left on Blazing Bull, so I'm going to blue move him as far as he can go and then toss it at him. Unfortunately, it's not... I thought you could throw these a tile away. I can throw it a tile away that way, but not diagonal way. Okay, I see. It's still partial, it's still good.
Come get some.
My sniper is already in range, but I may as well be getting high ground bonuses on this Overwatch. Filthy Colossus is, of course, in range. I'll reload and shoot on him as well.
Overwatching.
These guys need to blue move forward, but not really a whole lot. I'll take either side of this heavy cover.
I'm going.
And just overwatch from here.
Come get on Overwatch.
My scientist can continue hiding. You don't get to evac until everyone else does. Lead Coffin's pretty far away. I feel like he can probably make it from here. But just in case he can't, I'm going to full sprint him this way. It's not like an Overwatch when that location does anything. And it looks like we're out of here next turn. This has gone pretty well. The strategy of bringing loads of defensive mines and melee units to these missions has been helping a lot. Yeah, this one's not going to go well for him. Sectoid down. 3 troopers to go, and they're just guaranteed dead to the mine. It doesn't even matter. Oh, the mine's not centered, though, so they could live.
Gotcha.
Just absolutely murdering these guys. The mine might not even go off. Wow. Oh, the mine did go off. And I think everyone, even Magister, gets to leave alive. It turned out Blazing Bull is 1 tile from escaping, because the ground in front of him doesn't exist anymore. That would do it. He can just leave next turn. We'll overwatch on anyone who's blue moving, and we'll stop dashing and blue move on anyone we still can. So we still got a couple of overwatches, but they're not in great positions. And now we could evac most of our squad. We really could have evac'd everyone but Blazing Bull. We just took blue moves to overwatch on these guys instead. But we don't want to do that. We want to take these reaction shots, make sure nothing bad happens, and get everyone out. This will be far and away the least control the drop has been, but we'll still be fine. Still doing insane work, to be honest. These Overwatch ambushes have just been landing every shot. What the hell? Resistance trying to get in on the action. They really should be leaving. They don't seem to care that we're about to book it out of here. Yeah, more reinforcements are coming. It's fine. We're leaving. Everyone, please leave. We don't want to be here anymore. Make room for the rest of us, because we actually have 10 soldiers that need to get out of here, counting the Scientist and Magister. We're not getting overrun. We're getting out. It's fine. Alright. The only wound we took, I think, was self-inflicted on Magister, who's not even really a member of our squad, so we did fantastic. In terms of what everyone actually did, Mirrorface landed exactly half their shots, 15 damage. Slasher Hulk getting an MVP, not for his shot accuracy, but for the 41 damage and 5 kills from Rend, apparently. Close range, heavy hitter, Wanted Destruction, Party Gift, Kill Stealer. Wanted Destruction with only 1 grenade thrown is kinda crazy. 1 kill, but 43 damage on Lead Coffin. Can't land a shot to save his life. 6 kills, 40 damage, and around 50% accuracy on Napalm Blizzard. Blind Alpha doing almost literally nothing, landing 3/4 of his pistol overwatches. Filthy Colossus contributing quite a lot, doing very good work as an assault that mission. Blazing Bull, you know, defensive mind, 75% accuracy, did work. And Revolver Ossot with 41 damage and 7 kills, trying for the MVP but not getting it over Slasher Hulk's Rend damage. Oh, and we have Magister, he did stuff. It's nice to see Slasher Hulk getting MVP, since usually he's just increasing his combat intelligence on the covert operation and not actually participating. Alright, back at base. Everyone's fine, maybe a little bit tired, but no one took wounds. I saw that, Templar. I saw you pretending to hold a gun. That was really funny. I don't know if that's a base game animation glitch or not, but it still cracked me up. Now, before we can mess it up, immediately, Lead Coffin, possible bonds. Oh, he can't do Slasher Hulk yet. We might be sending them on that mission to force the bond then. They've got some cohesion already, but not nearly enough, it seems. But let's go ahead and do our promotions on the screen that actually shows us all of our soldiers. We got a single Illyrium core, but also an engineer. Oh, I thought they were scientists this whole time. They're an engineer. I'm thrilled about that. It's telling me I have options on where to put them. Honestly, I don't know where I would like to put them. I guess I'll get them working on clearing alien debris, because there's a lot of that to go around. So, for our promotions, we got Lead Coffin making it as our first lieutenant of the campaign, and we want everything here. Concussion grenades gives him 3 flashbangs for the price of 1, and it makes all of his other grenades, well, most other grenades, I wonder what that specifically means. It doesn't tell me. Most other grenades, who knows what that means, will also disorient now. So that's something I'm really thinking is going to be my main pick. But Salvo is great. It lets you shoot 2 grenades in 1 turn. Airburst grenades is less amazing. Like, this is one of the lowest priority things they have marked on the character still. And it's good. It's not what I'm picking now, though. I think I'm taking concussion grenades. And it just seems so good. I get 3 flashbangs and my other grenades disorient. That's fantastic. And on the subject of not having that much marked now, as we go through other characters, you'll notice that I've toned down substantially and rethought what I'm doing on my A-team characters. I never covered it in too much detail, so it's not a big change to you guys, but I have gotten more reasonable expectations for what I'll be doing for my A-team AP spending. Blind Alpha reaching Sergeant, taking high approach angle, end of story. High approach angle just makes high ground go from good to insane, and you already want to be on high ground anyway. Efficient targeting is nice, but not a big deal. Stalker is actually pretty damn good. Getting 10% crit chance on a lot of different shots, because usually they can't see you due to squad sight, is really nice. And Stalk makes you almost invisible, but it's just not essential to what I'm using my snipers for. I would like them to actually contribute. I know in these early missions they're mostly scouts, but that's because they're not actually great at killing people at low ranks, and they're more valuable to me as scouts. As we go further into this tree, getting higher approach angle, getting raptor's perch, they'll be more and more likely to actually get used as a sniper and not as a scout. Napalm Blizzard getting his promotion, going up to Sergeant, taking Demolition. Roust is great, Electronic Surveillance is great, point and click destroy cover on a short range unit that has lots of dead turns, however, that's fantastic. Mirrorface is getting out of squatty rank, taking their first perk, we're picking covering fire. It's just what Marines do. It makes them better at Overwatch, and it makes them actually keep their suppression penalty on even after they fire the reaction shot, which is the whole point of suppression, to make sure the suppression target has an aim penalty and can't hurt you, so making sure that goes through even if you have to fire the suppression shot is really valuable. And lastly, Revolver Ocelot getting his first promotion. Not a big fan of any of the options you get defensively at Corporal and Sappers, but Blast Padding is the most universally useful of them. And as you can see, there's some bonds to go around. I'll start making bonds anytime I send out missions from here on out, and we should also promote Blazing Bull. After this, there's just rookies. Blast Padding, same reason as Ocelot, done deal. And a decent number of the people who were on that mission are actually just available to immediately go again, which is pretty cool. I just realized that Napalm Blizzard has already made it to Sergeant. He's really caught up with the other combat engineers. Yeah, Lead Coffin is our only lieutenant, despite having been out for a solid month at one point because of his serious wounds. That's kind of crazy. That's not true. Ashen Fortress also made it, which is equally funny because he wasn't here for the first month. So two of the people with the least amount of time are our highest ranked soldiers. That's pretty funny. Anyway, back to scanning, but I think there's actually a lot of stuff going on with Covert Ops right now. We got Form Soldier Bond. If Slasher Hawk and Lead Coffin are ready, we're sending them. We need 9 days for them. I'll make a note of it. Speaking of bonds though, Black Cat and Lunatic Supernova are both A-team characters. I would love my Field Medic to give their action to my Sniper, so this is a bond that is going to happen every time. Sure, make a goofy poster, digging it. So scrolling through, you can see I've made 6 bonds. I've got Lunatic Supernova and Black Cat, I've got Shrapnel, Flurry, and Gothic Toaster, and I've got Iron Rhino and Silent Cyclone. My last bond that I'm making for the A-team is going to be my Sapper, Lead Coffin, and my Templar Slasher Hawk, but my A-team includes a Reaper, and that's 9 characters, so what am I talking about? My A-team is being planned for Leviathan. It's a full 10 characters, the 10th one being the Pioneer Spark. They are usually not all going to be on the same mission at any point in the campaign, and if they do all need to be on the same mission, one of them might be wounded, so having extra A-team members is helpful. But my Reaper is so independent, has enough actions of their own, and has so many actions they need that not having them bonded is actually probably pretty ideal. The fact that I can't really bond them also sort of factors into that, but oh well. And all these other bonds I'm not making now. As I start missions, when people are available, I'll check their bonds. If they can bond with someone who's currently on the mission with it, I'll take them. Otherwise, I'll pass up and leave them unbonded. Now, I have 20 hours until this expires. And let me check if it matters that I run down the clock. If anyone's coming back on deck that I want to send on the mission. Because I do want to do that mission. I do not want to pass that one up. I'll get Gothic Toaster and Shrapnel Flurry available in that time. That might be worth doing. Yeah, I'm going to run down the clock so I can send Toaster and Flurry and just have more people available and slightly better idea of how stressed my roster really is. So it should auto-pause when it's about to finish. Let's go to our Covert Op and capture this collaborator. We're not actually letting it expire. We just wanted the best information we could possibly have. Coming over to status. We've got a good pile of soldiers right now. We're sending Shrapnel Flurry, we're sending Gothic Toaster. That's the whole reason we were waiting, is to get these people on the mission. I guess I'm sending Doll Eyes, we just need more tech specialists leveling up. I don't like sending Lunatic Supernova because Black Cat is tired right now, but she's tired for a full 9 days. So maybe I should accept that these bond mates aren't going to be on the same page for a while. That feels wrong though. I just have no other field medic, I feel like. Oh no, Seething Orc is back. Well, that solves that problem nicely. Wayward Traveler is ready for duty again. The man has recovered from his wounds. Congratulations, you really shouldn't be alive. My issue with building the squad is that so many of these people are actually missing a lot of their will. Like, I have a huge number ready, but like, almost all of them are missing substantial amounts of will and not actually ready for a mission. Thunder Golem is ready. I'll take a second Marine. That's a first for this campaign, I think. I generally don't like stacking Marines. They're a very slow class, even with rifles. So I think this might just be volume of fire in the team. I'm considering sending out Guilty Chimera. I know a few episodes ago I went on and on about how I don't like skirmishers. All of that's still true. But I want to play with them more over the course of this campaign and see if they ever start feeling better, if I'm getting unlucky with them, if I'm playing them badly, if perks they roll and make them feel like they're worth it. If, for instance, maybe just putting a scope on this and that's all you need. Maybe that fixes the problem. And a speed loader would help too, because it means that I don't have to spend actions reloading, which really messes up the flow of shooting twice. So maybe weapon upgrades are super important. Like, there's a lot to skirmishers, and though they felt terrible and fundamentally don't look really strong to me, I do want to keep giving them a chance. We're missing a couple of classes. Sapper is one of them, Assault's the other one. Is the only class we're missing right now Sapper? There's got to be another one, doesn't there? Sapper, Marksman. Missing a Marksman is fine. We have a lot of mid-range shooty units anyway. And I don't think we even have a Marksman available because we sent Cosmic Sphinx off to get promoted on a Covert up instead. So I think we'll just take a low-ranking Sapper as our last unit, but with our triple Sapper mission a while ago, Titanium Mayhem, who is a low-ranking squatty at 3 experience, is our only option for a Sapper. We're still gonna take him though. Now this is a normal moderate difficulty mission, no meaningful negative sit reps. Okay, not having concealment or a sniper is a meaningful sit rep, actually. There's really not a solution to that problem in my current roster, so we're gonna be playing this like XCOM 2012. We just don't have concealment on this mission, and that's fine. And I will be taking civilian disguises on the whole crew, just like that previous mission, to take pressure off of my roster, but it also is gonna put a little bit of pressure on my supplies, because I am out, I need 6 more. I'm gonna be very sad when I get Predator armor and this stops being a real option. Apparently, Seething Orca was already in disguise and I didn't realize it, and my skirmisher's not gonna be willing to wear a disguise, so I built a couple extra ones. Oh well, we'll live. I think I might take AP rounds or Dragon rounds on my skirmisher. I think I'm gonna take Dragon rounds. I don't feel like we see that many armored units just yet. I'm gonna give my less competent Marine a flashbang grenade. We don't have any. I'm gonna build a 5th flashbang grenade. So it turns out I had people equipped in the barracks and should have just hit that button. I now have 5 of these spare. And the reason I figured that out is because I had no flashbangs available because they were all equipped on that previous squad. And I think this is what we're doing. A flashbang on my weaker Marine, 2 grenades on my Sapper, Dragon rounds on my skirmisher. Everyone else just has a singular grenade. Civilian disguises all around. Definitely equip the right weapons. We do not want anything but a shotgun on a combat engineer. And for Gothic Toaster, since she's the only Marine that really matters, I will be equipping her with the best Marine gear we have, which is going to be the mag cannon. And we're going to put on this mag cannon a sadly not animated thing, whatever it is. So this mag cannon doesn't appear to take the bipod that I have, which is very sad. The damage increase makes it hard to argue with, though. I'll just slap a scope on it and call it a day. Oh, a change I've been meaning to make. I'm going to go into mod config now and change it. I'm turning off secondary upgrade icons because that was really only ever enabled for Psionics Ex Machina, which I ended up not running. Alright, I think this is it. We're not really kitting out the squad too much. It's an easy enough mission that I feel comfortable doing this. 7 days, 8 hours doesn't take that long with relatively light gear and civilian disguises all around. Or 10 days, rather. That was the base infiltration modifier and then the overload penalty on top. They won't have concealment. It could be a bit tough for them. But I don't think giving everyone a second grenade is the solution to that problem. Get in there, sort it out. Now, we have 14 ready still. If/when that gets up to 16, I'll check my covert ops, and I might start Hunt the Chosen Part 2, which will be an actual mission. We immediately got an assault. That's kind of why I haven't already sent the mission. And this is the one to stop the hidden event. We kind of need to do that. Let me go check my current ongoing events. There's also another dark event for Undying Loyalty that hasn't triggered yet, and we want to be doing both of these. Okay, so there's no chance we do Hunt the Chosen. Right now, we have Counter Dark Event and Counter Dark Event. The two that we actually care about are still available. And, yeah, they both have assaults coming up, and then assaults after that. So Hunt the Chosen's not happening. We are doing this. It's well rehearsed, stealth insertion, air patrols. Air patrols is worrisome because those tend to be double drops, is what I learned a few missions ago. But we do have to do it. We want to stop this. Let's go see who we have on deck and what the best squad we can field is. A lot of people retired like 4 hours ago, so we might not actually have quite the 14 people we've been promised. In fact, we have nowhere near 14 people who are actually at full will. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soldiers that are actually at full will. I don't think I believe we can actually stop 2 dark events. That's 4 assaults over the course of this month. How late into the month is it already? It's the 7th. We've got a lot of infiltrations that are not done anytime soon. A lot of tired that's not done anytime soon. There's only 1 person showing up within the next 4 days. Everyone else takes longer than that. It's tired 3 hours. I can wait 3 hours for this mission, I think. What's its timer? 19 hours. I can wait a little bit and do this with Black Cat, which helps. There's not really a good way to wait 3 hours if I'm over here. I think it'll be substantially more than 3 hours if I leave and then come back. Like, just going from here to there and back is going to be more than 3 hours. I'm going to go get a glass of water while this slowly takes up 1 minute per second for the next 3 hours. So I'll see you in 3 minutes my time. I'm going to get something to drink. Black Cat's back on deck. We've got her on the mission with her partner, Supernova. Let's see who else we can throw in here with them. It's an assault. Get in here, Mr. Pioneer Spark. Now, who's actually ready? Big Money is ready for a mission. We need a tech specialist to keep the Spark safe anyway, which honestly sounds like an insane statement. How could the Spark not ever be safe? Hidden Tornado is available for a mission. We're at the dregs. We're about to take Hulk and Cardinal, I think. I mean, we're definitely taking Hulk and Cardinal, and we might be taking a second medic, which is just wrong, but what do we even have? We have 2 rookies we can promote. They're both missing 15 will, 14 will, 16 will, 15 will, second medic. Why would I do that? 13 will. These guys are also missing stuff, I know, but they're rookies. Who cares if they get shaken or tired? It's not a big deal. So I think Crying Wolf and Jetstream Samurai get promoted, fill out the squad, and that's that. Now, you might look at this and be like, oh, you're going to fill out the squad with them. You already have 2 combat engineers, so, like, a sapper and a marine? That seems good. But no, we're taking 1 sapper. That does sound reasonable. They're probably both becoming sappers. As I've said earlier, if I make all of my low-ranking units into sappers and combat engineers, even though I don't want to bring low-ranking units, those are the best low-level units, so when I'm forced to pull them, it'll still be okay for me. Now, Crying Wolf, you are orange, which tempts me to just make you a combat engineer anyway. However, 3 combat engineers could be a bit much. This is a difficult mission, huh? Well, first, Jetstream Samurai, congratulations on your new status as a sapper. Because you're black, that's way closer to brown. He will, of course, have to have a way less cool color scheme now. So, Jetstream Sam is going to be our sapper, and what's our current class distribution looking like? It could influence my decision making. We're at 8 sappers and 8 combat engineers. I mean, I know there's already 2 on the mission, but it just evens it out. And honestly, I think I'm going to pick combat engineer just so I don't have to customize him. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Now, unfortunately, a while ago, I sent out an infiltration mission where I accidentally gave my sniper the long lance without thinking about it, so I'm going to be keeping my normal sniper rifle and Black Cat, simply because I have no other choice. No assaults, no marines, no hero classes, just a Spark and 3 combat engineers. Well, honestly, that sounds fine. It's not like a team composition I would ever intentionally design, but if you gotta use the dregs, and having the dregs be 4 squaddies who are stacked to the teeth with explosives sounds like the thing to do. I legitimately just don't think the Scatter Mag is better than the Bullpup. I don't understand. This is 4 to 5, that's 3 to 6. Average damage is the same, this doesn't guarantee a kill on a trooper. Critical damage is actually better on the base when clip size and mobility are the same. There is no reason to run the Exalt Scatter Mag. It's actually garbage. Very sad. We have a superior laser sight and several basic ones. I'm gonna give the superior to my tech specialist, as well as, I don't know, a foregrip? Doesn't really matter. And all of my combat engineers are gonna be taking the normal laser sights. Also, this foregrip should obviously be Wildcats if I'm making it the best one I have. They'll be taking a normal reflex sight, which is what I thought the laser sight was. So we should probably check out what the laser sight actually does, because apparently my memory is terrible. These are crit chance. And short range accuracy, though. So as long as they're all giving short range accuracy, that's what really counts. No Marine means the bipod gets to go to my sniper. I'll give her an experimental magazine. That gives her an ammo slot to put the bow rounds in. Throwing the basic scope on my medics so they can actually land shots at a distance. May as well give them a speed loader and suppressor. None of it matters, but at least their gun looks cool now. And I'm thinking rather than giving them a grenade, since they're one of my higher ranked soldiers with more accuracy and a scope, I might just give them AP rounds. I don't like having a soldier with no explosives, but it still happens. And I think that's it for prep for this mission. I think we're ready to go. This is the exact reason I stopped promoting other classes. Like, you come to my barracks, and the game hangs really hard. And then when you get to the barracks and you look at this, it looks crazy. I've got one of the hero classes. I've got one unpromoted rookie. I've got 3 tech specialists. And then, like, it makes sense some classes have more. I have 4 marksmen and marines and assault infantry. That's all fine. 5 medics. You need medics on basically every mission. That's fine. But then 8 combat engineers, 8 sappers sounds crazy. But when you're sending out the dregs, you really want these classes with just abilities that have guaranteed damage. You don't want a squatty assault who can slash and then die if he hit it. Which he might not if he might die if for nothing. You don't want a squatty marks on the bad end. These guys are the dregs. They're never getting sent on missions unless I'm completely out of soldiers, which means they're always gonna be low ranked, and that means they're perfect for these explosive heavy classes. Now, that said, I thought I had more men. I thought hiring all these rookies had fixed the stress I'm placing on my own roster, and I was wrong. It hasn't. I'm still stressed as hell on what's actually in my roster. I don't actually know that I can stop all of these dark events. And not even all of them, just the 2 I care about. But I'm gonna try, and this is step 1. I've been feeling like I'm on the edge of a fatigue spiral every mission, all campaign, but I think for the first time I actually am on the edge of a fatigue spiral. We might have to let the other dark event through. We'll find out in the strategy layer next time. For now, I'm done. And Runner Coherence, looking forward to next time and seeing how this actually shakes out with the soldier roster. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll see you in the next one.